Wake up, worship, walk in purpose. Start your day grounded in faith with morning devotions with Serenade. Uplifting worship, powerful reflections, and encouragement to strengthen you for what lies ahead. Join us Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 a.m., right here on Freedom FM 106.5. Anointed mornings, empowered days.
Feet on the floor, but my heart looking high.
Friday's calling, and it's calling for a Guinness. Every Friday, it's Guinness Happy Hour at Champions Bar and Last Lap, 5 p.m. to 6:30. Buy one Guinness, get one free. 2 stouts for the price of one. 1 hour and a half. Zero excuses. Guinness. Drink responsibly.
St. Kitts and Nevis, are you ready for the ultimate luxury brunch experience? Fed State KM presents Deluxe, the luxury edition, happening Saturday, September 26th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The Deluxe Garden, Fairview Inn, performing live from Jamaica. Jashi. And making his way to St. Kitts, world-renowned DJ Shakubus. Also performing live, Desor, G4 Xavier, Extortion Sound, DJ Smudge, Street Vibe Sound, and more. Keeping the vibes blazing all day. Dress code, bright brunch attire. Come dressed to impress. Get your tickets now at www.fedstate.com. Occasions Flower Shop on 4th Street, Elegant Fashion on Princess Street, or Level Up Sports Bar and Grill on Happy Hill Drive, Charlestown, Nevis. The Deluxe, the luxury edition. Luxury has a new destination, and don't just hear about it. Be there. Slay, 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 slay.
It's 2:04 right here in the studios of Freedom FM. We are off to a bit of a late start this afternoon, but this is Hot Topics right here on Freedom FM. So Nubian was a bit late today, but he had a good excuse. So he's here nonetheless. Nubian, welcome.
Welcome. Thanks for having me. Thanks for
having you.
Yes, thanks for having me today, even though I came here very, very late. I know our listeners are very enthused every Tuesday afternoon for Hot Topics, where we discuss real life issues, a little politics here and there.
And we start the discussions even before the program.
Yes.
And let me tell you, the discussions is never Labour, PAM, nor PLP.
Exactly.
It's about the discussions are shaped by policies we would like to see, changes we would like to see, not just in St. Kitts, but throughout the region, the world.
Correct.
Those kind of things, how media is used to influence the mindset of a people. So, for example, there are people who we see as saints and heroes who committed some of the gravest atrocities known to man.
Yes.
That's what we were discussing just before the programming. I said who we were talking about, but yeah.
Right.
Because, people get very touchy about these things because I guess, but I would too, because if it's your hero and you come and you say, but your hero was a wicked man.
Yes.
You're going to get touchy. So what's the hot topic for today?
Well, first I would like to start out and send condolences to Chessie family on Port Thomas Road. I just came from the initial part of the funeral service. So that's why we kind of started late today.
Yes, you went to pay your respects.
Most definitely, because she was a staple in our community. I grew up knowing about Chessie and Chessie shop and who she was and who she meant to us. And even coming back from Cuba, and she working in the market, we'll go down and purchase stuff from her on a Saturday time. You know? So,
the community seems to be losing many people of late because we lost the Snook-owned man as well.
Yes. Listen, I went to the hospital to visit him probably a week before he passed. And he looked okay. We spoke because we know each other. Like a week before he ended up in the hospital, I bought some juices from him there because at a point in time it seems that he was stopped selling Snook-owned and was selling juice out the cooler, And
Because remember, he was now supposed to be selling. Remember, they kind of removed the vendors at one point from
Yeah.
the road. So that was a kind of, yeah.
Yeah. So, it's a lot. I don't know if it's the amount of stress that people are under. I don't know if I really don't know what it is, but we need to do some introspection and look at what is driving this cost, this large amount of debts that we've been having. You know, Damien Hobson mom died.
Yes.
The Fraker man died. We lost a few persons up in St. Peter's. The Skeets lost their wife, you know. So we need to look at what's causing
And
this.
there's another lady in your road who passed as well.
And we lost Nigel also in New Road.
Oh, yes.
Nigel
yeah,
Billinghurst.
Billinghurst, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's a lot. You I gotta laugh. There is a,
Somehow I feel like I know what you're going to say.
what can I say? Tell me what can I say.
No, you say it.
What you want me to say?
I don't
But-
want to put any words in your mouth,
No,
you
don't
know?
put it in my mouth. But
Somebody says we're losing the elders because we are the new elders. I think you know who said that.
Me know who said that.
It said we are the new elders. No one lasts forever.
Hmm.
You don't know who said that?
No,
You don't know?
I don't. Me know who said it.
So we have to assume the role. We have to assume our new roles. You can say my name, Garfield.
Okay then.
That's something that he says all the time. You know?
But you know, what I was going to say is that there is a commentary out. You know, not last week, but the week prior, when I was asked the question about political leadership,
Yes.
and
We seem to have to be very careful on these programs these days.
yeah, but you see, they want, and I would never ever do that. They want us to be able to tiptoe around certain conversations. But my intention is to be honest all the time.
And authentic.
Exactly. And so I was especially disappointed in the commentary because the gentleman in question is a pilot. And he knows what it takes to be a captain. Not every pilot is a captain. But every captain is a pilot. And so the aspirations are there for every pilot to be a captain at the end of the day. And to become a captain, you need to put in how much thousands of hours of flight time. You need to be able to pass certain exams. You need to have certain qualifications to fly a plane that would eventually hold, let's say, 250 people. But in politics, they feel as though you could just wash your foot and come and jump in and say, well, yeah, I want to be the leader and I want to be a politician. I want to do this. What qualifies you to be a politician? What qualifies you to lead your community? What qualifies you to lead your constituency? What qualifies you to lead the country at the end of the day? It's a serious matter. Because even if we look in aviation, you have to go to school to be a pilot. You have to go and do how much flight hours to become to get your pilot licensing, and then you have to put in a lot more thousands of hours to become a captain. Because we have 250 souls on board, but in politics, we are between St. Kitts and Nevis. We have 55,000 souls on board, and you could just wash your foot and come. Because nobody can take you out the air for the next 5 years. And you do as much as you want or as less as you want, and you could fly as high as you want, and nobody can say nothing. And so he said, I should resign because I said, I don't think that at this point in time, I would pursue political leadership because it takes more than the ambition or the want to be a politician.
He was making the point, and I remember the conversation very well because I remember commending you for taking that stance because the problems within the Caribbean oftentimes stem from people who just, come from a place of ego and feel like they could do everything.
Yeah.
And sometimes we have to learn to say no because we all have our strengths and we all have our weaknesses. and being able to identify those strengths and identify the positions that we will strive in, to me, is that even greater strength, right? He was making the point, however, that this is not your first time contesting a general election, because you did contest the
Yes,
election
of course.
before, but I was only one election, and it was not with the People's Action Movement.
Correct.
When you look at it, you have only been a full-fledged executive. Were you on the executive? You weren't on the
No.
executive.
I know. No.
You were
no.
just a candidate for 1 year. This is your first time being on the executive. You ran for deputy leader. You didn't run for leader.
Correct. Yeah. And so, it is a sad reality of our politics here, where you have to attack everything, and so they're going to throw the whole kitchen sink at you, and you have to watch what you say. Me plan to watch what I say. Once me cuss about what are good. Me have to watch what I say. I plan to be as honest as possible.
Speaking about that, you know what is making the rounds on social media this week? You remember a gentleman called in to Freedom.
Yes, yes,
And it's
yes,
on everybody's
yes.
status, and people like, Jamie, well, what happened? I'm like, but this, I swear this was like a year ago.
Listen, right? Listen, my daughter is in Miami. I did a small video of like 9 seconds last election cycle, and it said, "Have you ever voted for a Rasta man?" And
I remember.
and it up and down the place. Up
But
and down.
listen, I swear, we not said about the people country. But right now we are definitely in the silly season.
We are.
Everything
We are.
funny, and everything is a joke, and everything is like, yeah.
Listen, I sympathize and could identify with those ladies who had the issue with the national anthem. Reason being, listen, being up there, it is easy for us to sit here behind the mic in a closed room and know that 50,000 people out there listening to us. It is a whole different ball of corn when you stand up on
And
a
the
podium
people watching you.
and 50 people out there listening to you and watching
And the main
you.
thing is, right, I have often been asked to speak publicly because I speak on the radio every day. And when I say, you know, I'm not into public speaking, people like, what do you mean?
Why?
Oh,
It's
please.
a big difference.
You're doing it on the radio. It's me and you in here. We having a conversation.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not seeing the people who are listening. And most times
Yes.
I don't even remember that other people are listening.
And watching the reaction.
Exactly.
It is
Exactly.
a whole different
But what I
ball
would say,
game.
though, Novian, I feel like people need to say no. No.
Okay.
If you know you can sing, but you don't know the words of the song, just tell them no. You can't do it. I do it all the time. No.
People ask
Not
you to
me.
sing?
Because no, nobody could ask me to sing. People ask me to talk. Nobody could ask me to sing. I can't sing. But, you know, I will send, if anybody asks me to sing, I'll send them like to my mother. She's the singer. But say no. Because at the end of the day, sometimes people pressure you into doing things. Like people will come to you and say, no, man, I think you should be the leader of Pam, you know, because Pam needs a leader. And such and such and such and such.
Correct.
And they boost you up and they tell you you're a good person and you're this and you're that. All of which may be true. But you in your heart, no, I am not ready for this.
It
But you
is-
put yourself in the position and you end up failing.
It is a big responsibility, and that doesn't lessen me as a leader.
Exactly.
I want to take my responsibility seriously. I want to be able to do my best. Do I know all the ins and outs, the different ministries where we could get source funding from, where we could see, where we could get anything that you would need to get the party up and running, and not only running, but airborne. I don't have that. I have all the good intentions in the world, but there are certain things that you don't have.
So if you know you don't have the words for the National Assembly, don't let nobody pressure you to go
Exactly.
sing it.
It's like
It's-
you could be a doctor, but it's not every doctor could fit the role of the chief surgeon. You know?
you have to know.
Every pilot, probably the gentleman, Roy Fleming, he was a pilot, and he flew them small Cessnas up and down the place. No, by the time you put him in a cockpit, or the 747 or the 727 or whatever the jumbo jet them call, they have a whole set of different controls.
Anyway, you know something? Because I got to ask you this question. I think I asked it last week, but maybe people didn't hear
We
the
wasn't
answer.
here last week.
Whichever week it was. Maybe they forget because we weren't here last week. But there seems to be the notion, and again, this is hot topics, so we're going to just get into the hot topics because, like, here. And Nubian doesn't get offended when I ask him questions.
Of course not.
So there is the notion that the people in the People's Action Movement, the owners, as they put it, of the People's Action Movement do not want Nubian grill. They're trying to get rid of Nubian grill. There are people who are calling me and saying, you know, and I'm so sorry for Nubian because Nubian. And I'm like, but I spoke to Nubian today and he seemed concerned. So Nubian, is the concern warranted?
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's.
Because sometimes people don't need to calm down.
It's people just spreading nonsense. It's honestly, it's nonsense. If the people did not want me, I remember I came in as a candidate, and now I am a deputy political leader, and it wasn't just me and Azad ran for deputy political leadership. There were other persons on the ballot. You know, so if that was the case, it would have been easy for them to vote for somebody else that they might have wanted. So I mean, it ain't really. The concerns ain't warranted, at least for now.
Yeah, they're like, oh, and they had a meeting because they're trying to push out Nubian. I'm like, man, you know. But how Nubian feel like we're here, saying nothing, you know. So, guys, you heard it from him. You don't feel pushed.
No, man.
You don't feel.
No, man. Right? It's all love, to be honest. It's all love. It's all togetherness.
So we can't expect a resignation letter by the end.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Yeah. Okay, so guys, you heard it. He does not feel pushed. He feel like nobody trying to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Camp?
Yes, there's a camp. There is about 130 children already.
130? I heard 100.
Yeah, they had to take in some more. You know, when Pam do things properly. So it's a whole, it's not just children going jumping up and clapping and what's not. There's a whole structure where you learn to do things, learn to iron, learn to, a whole set of different things there, trust me. And it's good for the children. It's really, really good. And it's just a donation of $25 and they get snacks and lunch and everything and all the working materials. It's a really, really, really good effort.
And it's this week, right?
Right, this week up until Sunday. It started yesterday, today, and until Sunday.
Sunday? So every day for the week?
Yes, every day. It's a really nice camp.
So it's not just constituency too?
No. It's island-wide. You'd bring the kids, drop them off, and come back for them in the afternoon, and they're good.
Okay.
They're going to be teaching you things when they reach home. Yes.
Okay, that's good. And you have qualified people
Yes.
interacting with the children.
Correct.
It's a safe environment.
Very, very, very safe environment.
Okay, so we hope to see we hope to get some feedback.
Yeah, hopefully next week what we can do is, if everything goes well, next week we'll probably have the organizers come here and say how the camp was, at least for a little 10-15 minutes if time permits.
Definitely, because it's the summer vacation and people are looking for safe environments for their children because, you know, a lot of parents still have to work.
Yes.
So they don't want to leave their children in the house by themselves to get involved in all sorts of things.
Correct. And even if you look, there's some youngsters downstairs, the building, and they're down there selling skinny. And I had to encourage them. Even though I did not like to see them downstairs, it was the better option of a lot of different options where they could have been. And they're down there with a box and they're selling the skinny.
And you know,
I bought from them because I support the hustle. I support them trying to make some money, probably to take home to the family, as opposed to between the alley sitting down doing nothing.
And it's young boys.
Yes.
And the thing is, they're selling, they're not begging, they had to
Yes.
climb the guinea tree, they had to,
Yeah.
and I always admire that entrepreneurial spirit
Correct.
in our young people. My child wasn't coming down there selling a guinea there because rain falling. I would have felt that it's unsafe, right? Because rain falling, they're outside. I doubt the parents know exactly where they are.
Listen, I saw it and I could have identified with it quickly.
Yeah.
Be-
I know, because you used to run where to go down by the band, them kind of things.
Yeah, but even outside of that, we had a pear tree in we had.
Uh-huh.
Just behind Mr. Prince shop down in Malone Avenue. And I used to take the pears and I had a box. But you wouldn't know about this because you're too young. Talking about the small carnation milk box. You wouldn't know about that. But I tell you what, you stack the pears,
No,
hold
man,
on, Carlo.
if
Don't
you
hang
know
up.
about it.
And you put the pears in the box, and them time pears used to cost like $1, $2, or even less. The big pear them cost $1. Smaller one them cost 50 cents.
They don't cost that now.
And so you out there and you pick the pears and you're selling. When I done, I go and carry the money to my mother. It belongs to me.
You're
just
out there where?
on the corner of the alley, so just by the shop. Like you see where the
So
Spanish
you're not
fries.
roaming the streets.
Oh no.
You see?
I never had an
I
opportunity
feel
to
like
roam in
it's
the
very
streets.
unsafe. Or not unsafe, but it could be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it could be unsafe.
So in seeing them down there, I remember I had my days of picking pear and going out on the corner of the alley and people would pass and buy one.
I
or
don't
two.
think they've been down there all day. I think what really put them there,
Was the rain?
the rain. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know. When I was coming upstairs, I saw them
Yeah.
there, and so as I said, I could identify with it and tell them, I respect what y'all doing. Continue doing it. It's better to be here, hustling as a group, than to be through the alley, talking nonsense or engaging in non-profitable arguments and whatever activities that might be there through the alley them doing. It's better to be here doing this than anything else. And I would ask all the children them, if you're not in a camp, find something constructive to do. Find something constructive to do. It can help you now and it can help you later on in life.
Definitely.
Whether to start a business or to do whatever. But yeah, and we see PLP had their convention this week too. And even so with PLP convention, they have a lot of rumors going around, a lot of misinformation, I would guess. But it is what it is.
Listen, again, we are in the political season, the silly season.
The silly season, correct, yeah.
And I'm seeing all kind of things.
Yeah.
Listen, if you want to know about people, let them enter the political arena.
Exactly.
Because,
exactly.
and I said that to somebody last night too. I said, people will say all that they know about you and what they don't know, they make up.
Listen, that is so true. That is so true, Once they could identify you with something, then they just, it's a whole narrative we can start on it. Which is sad, because it takes away, you don't know what to believe at the end of the day, and it takes away from the conversation. So you come and talk, and you want to talk about housing, or you want to talk about agriculture, you want to talk about the economy. And then somebody gonna come around and try to deflect and change the conversation and not defend or dispel what you're saying. But Jamie talking about the housing crisis that exists here in St. Kitts and Nevis, and it's all true and it's all facts. And my thing gonna be is, well, Jamie got a blonde patch in she head because she old and she getting grey hair and she can't deal with it no more, and somebody bite her. And that is it.
Wait, no man telling all your story. No man, what you telling?
You got grey hair?
Yes.
Oh, did
Right, where the blonde patches.
What is this? So
I feel attacked.
Right. And so we take away from that, instead of coming and defending that point, we try to
Because somebody is always
deflect.
it's always about the distraction,
Yeah,
and for me, I tell people I host everybody. Labour, PAM, PLP,
Correct.
everybody. And I try to ensure that when I'm hosting everybody, I host them in the same exact way. It's not going to be Hot Topics because that is, again, Hot Topics did not start out as a political show. We have conversations, not really.
Correct, yeah.
It's not a curated program where we prepare what we're going to discuss. None of
You know,
that.
most of the times we come in here and we sit at this table. Most people wouldn't understand that we sit at this table and we say, well, what are we going to talk about today?
Because people don't have these conversations. And sometimes we have conversations and they're not even, it's not even on the air. And it's the same kind of conversation.
I have never given you questions to ask me.
No. But we don't
Never.
ask questions. We don't ask questions because it's a conversation, right?
Correct, yes.
It's not, well, we have, because remember when you were with PLP, when you were just starting out, you did an interview and it was more of a sit-down stuffy kind of interview where
Right.
people get to know who you are. But I don't think that's really necessary now because you're on the
No.
radio for years now.
Yeah.
They know they ain't going to again,
Exactly.
you know? So, and you've spoken about what you have done in the community. You've spoken about who you are. You've
Yes.
shared your views on a number of issues. So
Correct.
they know your views. Even the views that are not popular with some people, they know because they're putting them in commentaries.
Yes, yes.
So, you know, but my thing is, it is important for us to have discussions with all political parties to get a sense of what the politicians are offering. And many times we sit down here, we talk about the electorate and what they deserve and what is necessary. But sometimes, as the electorate, we have to start to demand things. So we can't let people just come to us with all kind of stupidness and talk about who this and who get bite and who this and who woman
Yeah.
ain't want them and who man this and
You see, it's our mentality, and we allow ourselves to be carried away with going to public meetings and listening to politics to hear what's sweet and what ain't
all for the
sweet.
sake of entertainment.
And who belly big and who belly ain't big and,
And
who
who
belly
ain't know
flat.
who their child father is and all kind of stories.
And it reach into the political sphere. And it's exciting, and I go in this meeting, I'm going to listen to this meeting because the guy there to talk good. When you go there, Douglas give you jokes, and Tim give you jokes, and this person give you that, and this person.
And who ain't dancing, doing all kind of things.
And then, after the election,
all the jokes finish.
the jokes got finish because you got to put your money where your mouth be.
And most of the time, those same smiles turn
Okay.
they turn to tears.
Exactly.
You know, because we focus on being entertained and we're not
Yes.
focusing on the
Yes.
the real issues.
We're
My
going-
grandmother used to say, we're laughter there, tears there, cry there. No, we're laugh there, cry there.
We laugh, be cry, be. And so, after the election, and all the band them stop getting hired to come and perform, and all the pom-pom girls them gone back to the house, and all the big tents and all the big arenas them ain't there anymore. What is left is what you get, because you went
And
for
not
the
just what you
entertainment
get, but what you're stuck with
for the next 5 years. And that is the sad reality of it. Because there are folks who might not be the most eloquent, might not be, Mark Vant is a very good speaker, might not have that sort of skill, but their intentions and the commitment is real and it is there. But when you want to hear that, man, he sound lame, he sound this, he sound that, and not listening
because
to
we're not
exactly what
looking
is
for
being said.
substance. We're not.
Exactly.
And then there are those who have all the fancy words and know how to say all the right things and know how to insult people in standard English, in perfect English.
Exactly.
And at the end of the day, they turn around
Yes.
and they don't really do anything. And we have to start to critically examine the people who are in front of us, asking for us to elect them.
And-
because that's the most humble they are going to ever be when they come
Exactly.
to beg your vote.
Exactly.
But
and,
after the election, you can't find them.
and that is why I was so disappointed in Mr. Y. Fleming's commentary, because I asked the question a while ago, what would qualify most of these persons who have themselves up or are in those current positions to become politicians, to be out there defending people, to be out there as the person who is to solve these problems. Have you ever seen them before in anything community oriented before they put up themselves for politics?
You know what
before
amazes me?
Before anybody discuss any politics with them, where were they? What have they done? What qualifies them to represent the community, represent the constituency, represent the country? When sometimes they don't need to go back to the same school that they went to. Have they ever been to a football match, a basketball match, a tennis match, a netball match? Have they ever gone back into the schools? What
Do
have
they
you
even
done?
go to the community
Most of
other
them-
than driving through?
Most of them don't even live in those communities.
My thing is,
and we
right?
go and we get tricked for 5 years, and they come back again and they trick us again for the next 5 years.
You know what amazes me though? When people put themselves up for political office, and to me, the truth is very telling when that person is not successful.
Yeah.
Because you can do one of two things. You can understand the plight of the ordinary man and woman in the constituency and try to help within the community through other mechanisms, youth groups, whatever, camps, giving back to the school, whatever. Or you can disappear on the same people whose problems
Yes.
you pointed out before the election because you wanted them to elect you.
Mm-hmm.
And the people who disappear, to me, are some of the most worthless people on the face of the earth. Because if I know the problems, to not know the problems is something different, you know. To be oblivious of the plight of the ordinary man and woman is crazy, but it happens and you don't know, so it's okay.
Yeah.
But when you're going to come and point out to me that housing is an issue in Central Bastille, or, you know, the economy in Central Bastille is dying because when we were growing up, there were many shops and there were many
Watch Fort Thomas
stores,
Road.
all kind of things. But
Watch
you
Fort
don't,
Thomas
they
Road.
just slowly died away, right?
Fort Thomas Road dead.
If you can see that as an issue, and you could talk about it and promise to do something about it, and then the people don't vote for you, or enough people, because people don't vote for you.
Right.
But enough people don't vote for you to win, and you just disappear on them same people who voted on you, who voted for you, and you just disappear on those people. It says so much about you.
But listen, Jamie, I understand what you're saying. I support what you say 100%. But you know that there is still, you know what is worse than that? What is worse than that is that
Winning?
when you win overwhelmingly, because you came and you identify the issues, you identify solutions to the issues, and then you disappear just like the man who didn't win and disappear too. That's 100 times worse than the man that
It's
disappeared.
like you don't care about the people again.
Until coming closer to election, you're going to see
Like
them.
the people don't have problems anymore.
No.
And a lot of them, listen, election time, and I'm not going to bash anybody for laughing and looking at the memes and laughing and saying, haha, it's funny or whatever, because we all like entertainment and nobody to laugh more than me, because sometimes you either laugh or you cry. Yeah, sometimes the situation is so bad that you just laugh to just release some tension.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you can't lose focus. You have to focus on grounding, sorry. He says that one time he was going for his mother to go and vote, and when he came, the mother was very upset because he was late. And he said to the mother, like, what are you upset for? Labour gonna win?
Mm-hmm.
Like, did Labour don't win? It's just a formality. And she said, listen, I am voting with no Labour in mind. I am not voting with Bratcher in mind. I am voting for my grandchildren. And he said, when she said that she voting for the grandchildren, he hadn't even had no child yet, right? So she did not even have any grandchildren as yet. These are the kind of mindsets that we have to have. We have to focus on, I am voting so that my children and my grandchildren and my great-grandchildren can live in this country comfortably.
Correct. And most of the times, I would back Garden Hotspurs because that's my club from my community, and I'm down there with them, and it becomes my sport club. and I would abuse, and Garden Hotspurs might be winning or they might be losing or whatever the situation that they might be going through at that particular moment in time. But I am a Spurs. Me nga back Newtown. Me nga back village. I back in McKnight. My community team. That's what it is. And most people have politics like that. We are, I's a Labour, I's a PAM, I's a this, I's a that. But never look outside and say, boy, my party ain't doing well.
There could be a better way.
Yes, my party ain't doing well. My party ain't doing what they're supposed to do. And if my party ain't doing what they're supposed to do, it affects my country, my neighbors, my friends, the school, the whole community, the whole country. And so we have to look for the better alternative.
You know,
I just see people out there in the diaspora, and they're on Facebook and they're abusing and abusing and abusing and abusing and abusing. And in my mind, I just say, well, you stay out there and abuse. Come back home. Come back to St. Kitts to work in the city. You obviously is a Labour supporter. Why you living out there, abusing about Labour out there, and knowing come back to be in the kitchen here? And a lot of them out there voted against the Poverty Alleviation Fund, the Poverty Alleviation Program,
PAP.
the PAP. They voted against the 500. They voted on all people like handout and people like this and people like that. And a lot of them out there on food stamp. And you take it away from people here, and you receive in yours out there who ain't on Obamacare, and this care and on that care, getting the social services things out there. But they ain't coming back saying it's to live. And even though they might, in them supporting Labour and supporting Labour and supporting Labour, they would not come back saying it's come live under the same Labour government. The same beautiful, beautiful, splendid Labour government.
But you know that goes for all sides, right? And because every time there's a government, you see these people. But my thing is, now what really grinds my gears, where people want to come and give you a history lesson. I have a serious problem with history lessons. Don't come tell me nothing about, it's your feelings and you have a right to your feelings.
Right.
But I also have a right to support who I want to support. You have a right to support who you want to support.
Of course.
So don't come tell me, but in 1933, such and such happened, and you need to learn all your history. Well, okay, but I could see what happened in 2026. We can see what is happening now.
Yeah.
You understand? So if you want to have a conversation with me about a political conversation with me, come on, let's talk about today.
Yes.
Let's talk about today. Don't come give me a history lesson because I really care. I wasn't there, and while it is good to know your history, I cannot say that any of the political parties living up to the philosophy on which they were started. And I said that with no apology. I remember one time having a conversation with a friend of mine, and I said, the person was telling me about a particular political party, and they were telling me about the philosophy of that party. And I was like, yeah, but your philosophy just on paper.
Right.
It's on paper. Mm-hmm. A lot of times we have these mottos, and they are on paper. Because when we actually get into office, we're looking out for the people. All the people first. This time people care, and people this and people that. They go through the window. Because it's just about things that sound good.
Yeah. Listen, right? I have a cousin. I'm going to call her name. I got a cousin. Big Labour. She's one of the biggest Labour. And one day I see a whole set of texts. Now, we have always been mature enough to discuss politics. Mm-hmm. And we ain't vexed with each other. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, we could discuss any amount of politics. The last election cycle, this one, we talk politics. I got a lot of Labour people, PLP people that we would got constructive discussions about, you know, what they think and what I think, and we would disagree where we could disagree and agree where we could agree, you know, and we laugh about it and we go our separate ways because we ain't gonna fall out over politics. We ain't gonna reach the point where I'm gonna pass you because you're a Labour or pass you because you're in support of Timothy Harris. We're not going to do that. If we're gonna reach that way, then we're gonna fall out forever. Yeah, I mean, we ain't got enough respect and maturity for each other to coexist in the same space because you feel as though once you is that, then we're gonna be enemy. And so, my cousin, I see a posting a lot of things, posting, so I swear, say, somebody thief my cousin phone by.
So she was messaging you?
Well, on social media.
About you?
About me.
And she's your cousin still? I'm just asking for me.
Well, yeah, because I can't say she my cousin. She's my cousin.
I know disown people. Oh.
And so I had to call to verify, you know?
That the page wasn't hacked.
Yes, because she was getting very personal. Very personal. Very, very, very personal. Listen, I called the woman and I asked her, well, you check? Well, what's going on?
Oh, I remember.
And she started, and I had a feeling a lot of people was around, so she had to put on a show.
She say a grudge.
Yeah, I grudge this and I grudge that and I grudge this and I grudge that and I check in. But since when we here? Oh, well, see, I can call you back. And hang up, and so they never called back. And it was so disappointing. So disappointing. I do not look political enemies. I have my point of view. You have yours. We could coexist in the same space. And if I'm successful, them same people that we come and just say straight up, hey, Nubian, I'm a Labour, but I can't support you. We cool still? Yes, we cool still. When we're successful, we can still have the obligation to look after those persons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But she wasn't going to be my cousin, though.
You want to take one or two calls before?
Yeah, we can.
Mm-hmm. Before we
can
wrap
take
it up.
some calls. Let's just do, let's take a short commercial break.
Right. And when we come back from the break, I want to get a feedback from from our fans and our supporters about what they think about Mr. Fleming's commentary. I am intrigued. As I say, every pilot is a captain, but every captain must be a pilot first.
Okay, so we're going to take a short commercial break. We're going to play some ads and we'll be right back.
Yes.
Now boarding Anguilla Air Services passengers with direct flights to St. Kitts. Round trips are only $284 US. St. Kitts taxes and fees included. Come, experience the magic. Best price, best value, best service. A new chapter in Caribbean connectivity is here. Come fly with Anguilla Air Services today. From the breathtaking views as you lift off from Anguilla to the warm embrace of St. Kitts as you touch down. This service is more than a flight. It's a bridge. A bridge for families, for business, for culture, for adventure, and for strengthening the ties that unite our beloved region. With daily departures, Sunday through Friday at 8:30 a.m. from Anguilla and 9:45 a.m. from St. Kitts, and on Saturdays, a 2:30 p.m. departure from Anguilla and a 5 p.m. departure from St. Kitts. Travelers now enjoy a more dependable, smoother, more enjoyable way to commute between these two vibrant destinations. Whether you're exploring heritage sites, engaging in regional commerce, visiting loved ones, or simply traveling for leisure, Anguilla Air Services is honored to be part of your journey. Experience the magic. Fly Anguilla Air Services. Tickets can be booked at the counters in Anguilla and St. Kitts or online at your favorite booking engine. For more information, visit www.anguillaairservices.com.
Get ready, St. Kitts. The biggest kids summer event is almost here. Snack Shack Rentals and Services alongside Kids Pals proudly present Summer Splash Weekend on Saturday, August 22nd from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the NCI grounds, formerly the Flow Grounds. This exciting family and community give-back event is for children ages 3 to 18 with adults admitted free. Tickets are only EC $35 and each ticket includes 1 popcorn, 1 cotton candy, 1 hot dog, 1 juice. Plus, children enjoy full access to water attractions, foam fun, treasure hunts, games and challenges, prize giveaways, music entertainment, food and drinks on sale, and much more. Get your tickets today. Call or WhatsApp 760-7424, 760-7649, 765-0985. Don't miss Summer Splash Weekend on Saturday, August 22nd, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the NCI grounds. Summer Splash Weekend, where the fun never stops. Bring the kids, make memories, and splash into the new school year with a day of fun.
Friday's calling, and it's calling for a Guinness. Every Friday, it's Guinness Happy Hour at Champions Bar and Last Lap, 5 p.m. to 6:30. Buy 1 Guinness, get 1 free. 2 stouts for the price of 1. 1 hour and a half. 0 excuses. Guinness. Drink responsibly.
I love our company, Jenkins Funeral Home, because each day for over 65 years, we come to work motivated to give you first-class service. We take care of you and your loved ones during the most difficult period of your life. We remove the stress and worry that comes with losing a loved one. In fact, due to the confidence in our company, we have taken care of heads of state, those in public care, and in families from infants to grandparents, including the prearranged. We have been able to do this due to the acquisition of first world education, knowledge and skills, modern equipment and facilities. We are available to you 24 hours per day. At Jenkins Funeral Home, we take care of you and your loved ones.
And we are back at 2:49. Remember, we started a little bit late, so we're gonna start. We're gonna finish a little bit late. Nobody remember I spoke about the history lesson. Maybe somebody on there want to give me a history lesson. Last time I checked, I was not born in Grenada.
Right.
So let's just be for real, because sometimes y'all like to willfully misconstrue what people say. Yes, history is important, and I did say that history is important. I am saying, when y'all come into campaign to me, don't come give me a history lesson about no political party anywhere. And when I was speaking, a lot of times I don't even speak about St. Kitts, but y'all to get up in your arms because y'all to take everything personal and be touchy. The comment that I was making about the history lesson, that was a conversation that I had with my father, Hello, not a Kittitian, never lived here, has never been here.
Right.
But in having that conversation with him, I made a comment about a particular politician. And he said to me, Jeremy, you can't say that because during a very difficult period, that person was very kind to me. This was over 40 years ago. What I had to do with the person standing in politics today?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because he was kind to you 40 years. And that in itself is a reason for the person not to be involved in politics today. Because 40 years ago, I say,
Yeah.
like, if that is not enough reason for you to understand that, that person may not be a good person to be running a country today.
Correct.
That alone says a lot, right? So the person there who wants to talk a lot about Grenada, I was not born in Grenada, sorry. Go and do some research. Let's go to the phone lines.
Hello?
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes. The situation that Nubian just described, it is cousin.
Mr. McMahon, she was going to be your cousin still?
Well, you can't you can't change that, eh?
No, but you could just, write them off. People used to be disowned back in the day.
Well, yes, you can write off people, but you could try to disown. But
Take their name out of the Bible.
Yeah, but it's not a good thing. It's not the best thing. Yeah, some people do
No,
that.
it's not the best thing, but
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
But the situation that he described is really a product of our political system, eh?
Yes.
Yes.
Because number one, so many people work for government that they are totally dependent on government and the politicians.
So it becomes a part of their livelihood.
Yes.
So they have to
they
defend.
have no choice.
Yeah.
Right? They get very nasty.
But
because, you see, yeah.
where do we draw the line, though? Because if it is a family member, right? Like me, I have family members across the political parties. Well, probably not in PLP. Me think I got on in PLP. but in both the traditional political parties, right? And I am not going to have anything negative to say about them on social media. It's just not going to happen.
Yes.
Even if I don't agree with a policy or whatever, I gotta keep it to myself because I'm loyal to my family member.
But that just shows the extent of what how the politics has intervened even in families, between families, right? Because you see, we may look at it as mundane, and you may not. You may say, "Well, I don't work for government. I am independent. I don't need government to survive." Mm-hmm. But a lot of people can't say that.
I understand.
Right, exactly. So, and this is not to justify anything, but it explains why so many people get very nasty with their politics, and even when they know that what their favorite politician is doing is wrong, you would never get them to call them out. That's just a fact. People. This is a case where people's house and land and children's future, whether they're going to go to university or not, these are things that depend so much on political patronage. It shouldn't happen. But you'll find, and unfortunately, you'll find a class of people who know better, because when they're in opposition, you hear them railing against it.
Yes.
But once they get in, they justify it. They say things like, well, a little bit of corruption. Nobody's perfect, and a little bit of corruption is expected.
Yes.
No.
Because they become apologists for the situation, And for me, my thing is, right, if I vote for a political party and they're in office and I feel a sense of loyalty towards that political party, especially if I'm working for government, I just won't say nothing.
Right, exactly.
How am I going to be on social media praising these things when I know that they're wrong?
But the interesting thing is, when you don't say nothing, they're going to be the first to remind you why you didn't talk like that before.
Because it's my Facebook page.
Right?
And this is exactly the reason why I may have conversations here, because Junior does pay me to have conversations here. You would never see anything political on my Facebook page, because last time I checked, none of the political parties paid me.
Exactly. And at the same time, but at the same time, right? You don't speak ill of your employers.
No.
Okay.
So you just and there was a time when I was younger, right? And I felt, because the revolutionary spirit, and I felt like, I have a right to speak out against certain things, and nobody gonna quiet me. And I was working for government at the time, and I recognized that stance was wrong, because at the end of the day, these are people. This is the entity for which you are working.
You are working.
So while you may have your views, you have to be respectful, and you can't be out there campaigning.
Right, you have to be judicious.
Exactly.
Right? So there's a thin line between your constitutional rights, to free speech and those kinds of things.
But even now, with freedom, I have the freedom to say whatever I want other people come on here and they say whatever they want and they outwardly support a political party.
Mm-hmm.
I have never endorsed a political candidate, not even Nubian. And I was asked to endorse at least 2 candidates in the last election, and I did not. Because at the end of the day,
protecting your professional.
And at the end of the day, I have to speak to everybody coming in front of me to do interviews and whatever. So even though there may be a perception, I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable.
Right.
Right. And I've observed that with you. I mean, when you speak to politicians of different viewpoints, it's as if once they're in the studio, you are for them, regardless of who it is.
That's what I'm being paid to do.
That's a really good skill to have.
Yeah, and then people call me and say, well, Jamie, you're a crook. The Pam people them down my throat say, oh, yeah, like Pam. I don't know. One former politician said that my labor colors are showing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it is what it is.
Mr.
You can have it both ways, kind of thing.
And thank you.
Mr. McMahon,
right.
This afternoon we ain't got too much of time, but did you hear Roy Fleming commentary?
I heard excerpts of it, but you see, Nubian. This is the same thing, you know. If I don't know if he's working for the government or not.
Yes, he is.
Right? Oh, he is?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you expect? There are some people who will, because it's their employer and want to be in the employer's good books, are going to do that. Some people are not comfortable doing it, but some people are.
Mr. McMahon, you were a civil servant for many years. Have you ever outwardly campaigned for a political party?
Never.
Listen.
And actually, and to be quite honest, I could say the same even now, because yes, people feel, over the years, people have felt that I have branded me one way or the other. Mm-hmm. Okay?
But people make those criticisms about you.
I value my independence of thought. I hate people telling me what to think.
People make those criticisms about you, right? About certain things that you've said under this administration. And I've said, but the message really ain't changed.
Right.
Exactly.
You were saying the same things before.
Exact same thing.
But for me, there's a difference in working for the government and having your position. You support or don't support the government, as opposed to coming out and openly talking nonsense, things that ain't make no sense whatsoever. Because the gentleman in question is a pilot. The gentleman in question is a pilot.
Propaganda.
And he could never go up to one of them American Airlines flight, come in here and say, as a pilot, I want to fly it. He doesn't have the man hours. He doesn't have the requirements for it. So there is a difference there. So why come out and spew that sort of propaganda when you clearly know that it isn't true? It isn't right. It doesn't make sense.
That's what propaganda is. Okay, basically you spew things which it may not be outright lies. It may or may not be, but you spew things with a view towards getting personal.
Making sense is something. You see the term "making sense." It's very relative. What may make sense to me may not make sense to you,
Okay, cool.
So for you to say that, it's not making sense, there are people who really believe certain things.
Well, probably.
Yeah,
probably,
of course. And that is why certain viewpoints should be challenged, because some of them are outright dangerous. I mean, you can say that, well, that is my point of view. But if your point of view is that everybody should have a gun, I mean, that has some real serious consequences.
I'm certain there are some people who feel so.
Right.
Right?
Well, Mr. McMahon, today is a short day for us.
Yeah, okay.
All the lines are busy right now, so we're going to take one or two.
I imagine.
Thanks for your input.
Good afternoon, you're live.
Oh, hi. Just a couple of observations. These are my personal views.
Yes.
I can't believe that Mr. McMahon is suggesting that because somebody works for the government, they will support the incumbent.
No, that's not what he's suggesting.
Yeah,
He's suggesting that sometimes they feel obligated to support.
Isn't that what I just said?
No, it's not. It's not a foregone conclusion that they will, but they may feel like they have to.
I'll accept your semantics. However, I think people should understand that government never ever changes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the only time government can change is if it gets changed within the Constitution. In other words, you add another couple of seats or something like that. Okay, or you change the rules of cabinet. But government never changes. The personnel do, and an election is only about changing the personnel within government. And the other thing one has to remember is that an election has nothing to do with performance. It has nothing to do with ethics. It has nothing to do with policies. An election is nothing more than a popularity contest. And the most
You think so? You think you really do?
Absolutely. Because I watch elections, I watch people, their behavior when they are in power, and they get re-elected by the same people who will complain about them at a later stage.
That is true.
It is a popularity contest, and it's nothing more. And so, as a candidate, you should spend your time working out what will make you most popular with your constituents. And whatever that is what you do. And then once you are elected, you are then in a position to start implementing policies. But if you're not elected, you can't implement and affect policies. So that's my little 2 cents for today. And don't forget, if you're working for government, you're not obligated to vote for the incumbent party because we are supposed to have a secret ballot, unless, of course, we don't have a secret ballot, and then I'm just living in fantasy.
We should have a secret ballot.
Well, in that case, it doesn't
That's what
matter.
they tell us, that we have a secret ballot.
In that case, you could put your ex wherever you like, and nobody knows.
Even if you're on Facebook talking the loudest.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sorry?
Even if you're on Facebook saying the most.
Yeah. Hey, you can say what you want and vote how you want, you know.
Exactly.
And I've never worked out how giving money to people to vote for you, how that works.
Exactly, because how you know? How do you know?
My advice to everybody is, take the money. Take the money
how you want.
and vote how you want to vote.
I saw a young man in a
okay, Carla. Thank you so much.
A young man in a, it's a PLP shirt he had on, and that's
all
what
of them.
Voting for. And he said, Pam.
The people don't even know. Good afternoon, you're live.
Good afternoon to everyone. The last caller there make a valid point. The change will only come as a result of constitutional changes and so on.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You really don't touch that? You know, what I want the opposition, both oppositions on to do, is to state, hey, this section in the Constitution is no longer valid today.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so we're gonna change it.
What section would you like them to most look at? Well, what section would be a priority for you? Because there are more than one section that need changing.
No, I'm just trying to examples. I just said, you know, but there are so many. You know, you ever see a politician you think is get locked up, go jail?
What?
Go jail.
Oh, jail.
No.
Oh,
No.
You ever see that? So the opposition now going to say, when we get in there, we got to lock them up.
But that ain't in the Constitution.
But that's what I tell you, we need changes.
So we need to put that in the Constitution that we're going to lock them up.
Every took man and bug eye. Doesn't matter. You know
Ain't
one
gonna
is about. No one is not even Nobia that is sitting here with you.
Nobody, you're going to lock them up?
How you mean?
You lock over. You lock up yourself. No, what do you mean? You got to. Nobody has to say that. You have to say it that way.
But
you must say
listen,
it that way.
listen.
There's a lot of things in the Constitution that, come on, ain't applicable for today. Dumb. You know that. But, according to the caller, that's the only change we can get in politicians. The rest is just popularity contest. And let me say this. Not because one may be in the ghetto and helping ghetto people and helping means that he or she is qualified. That's a part of it. Being for people and so on. I agree. But you can also be, square peg in a round hole.
A square peg in a round hole.
It's not everything. It's not everybody can manage. It's not everybody can lead.
True.
You understand? I could give everything to, all that I have. Put my body to be burned and so on for people. But it doesn't mean that I could represent the people. There's somebody who can do it better than I.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not everybody who gives the sound of trumpet there. But nobody is a good man. I could tell you that. Because I dealt with him personally, especially boy my son. He love my son a lot. But I won't say who I am. So again, y'all take care of yourself.
Okay, thank you so much
catching your voice at all.
for that contribution. Another call. Let's take this call. Oh, we missed that one. The lines are going off. Good afternoon, you're live.
Good afternoon, Jeremy, and good afternoon, Nubian.
Hey, good afternoon, brother. What's up?
Yeah, not too bad. This is Mr. Politics here. The one and only fair politics in this country.
Right.
The one and only what?
Fear.
Fear.
Oh, you fear?
Yeah, I fear.
Okay.
I fear. That's why I get so much knocked out. Yeah, man.
Oh, man, no, you're getting knocked out.
Yeah, Jamie, I get a little plenty knocked out. I help this, I help that. I do all kind of things. And if I put myself in the political arena, I know that I'm going to come number notch. But that's the culture of our people. And can't the guy who the gentleman, he's all right. It's popularity. Because when the former Prime Minister, Dr. Douglas, was there, a lot of people used to go to the meeting just to hear me. Whether they get help or not, whether they get a house to live in or whether they get food to eat or what on the table, they just want to hear this man. And before, let me go on. Now, with the young lady with the national anthem, right? I don't know if it was the crowd, because the crowd was singing with her. I don't know if the crowd shut off. You understand? I share the song out of shade. Because some people got to sing on a sheet or something. Now, let me tell you something. I went to Starship funeral. And I decided I want to sing one song them because I'm not couple of calypso them. I'm not afraid of calypso them. And I take the mic and I start to sing. But when the crowd start to cheer on and go on, Jeremy, I got to shift the mic from hand to hand because my hand is trembling. I think, maybe they trembling, go shift the mic from hand because I know nobody realize that.
So is this your way of saying that you forgot the song?
Eh?
You forgot the song?
No, I think I'm singing. I'm singing, but what happened? I'm singing. Maybe I miss a few words. I miss a few words.
You hear that?
Okay.
Maybe I miss a few words.
Okay.
Right, I miss a few words. I miss a few words because I don't think I know it from line to line. So thing, Yeah, all right. Anyway, Lubian.
You right, sir?
No matter what people are going to say in this country, we got to stop, look and listen and be aware of what's going on in this country.
Yes.
From Dr. Simmons took over 1980 in this country. Everybody know the economy under Dr. Simmons was wealthy. Thing was going on, what was going on, a lot of young men who was cutting sugar cane. Left sugar cane and went in the construction field go work. Me tell you, Lubian. And some of these young men now, who was cane cutters, some of them is builders right now, contractors, building their own thinkets. Saying this or that, right? Now, under the 20 years of Dr. Douglas when they get to 95, with a a program like the Citizenship Investment Program, right? Now, that program was to get the people in this country out of poverty. You understand?
Yeah.
And people under the leadership of Dr. Denzel Douglas still was facing hardship. People working in the sugar industry, from the sugar industry, they go home, you know, they get the social security small, they don't can afford to help raise the grandchildren and feed the grandchildren them. And that's the culture of the Labour Party. No, Dr. Jugati, no. You understand? And it's same thing still happening. Every time a Labour Party in government, they always suppress the people. The people them always suppress. Because they tell the people them only want to hear propaganda. They don't want to hear what the party could do for us in the constituency or whatsoever. That's why we and the country is suffering. Because of the culture of our politics in this country. You understand? Man, we need to wake up. We need to get this blended politics out of us. You know the guy and everything about Timothy this, Timothy that. I tell a young lady just upstairs I tell her, when Timothy was into 20 years, when he was the Prime Minister for 20 years, when our seatbelt program was running good and making these money and your life could be better, you won't be close to women things them, sure. You will not be here struggling, and she's a vendor. You will not be here struggling. So, listen, you know, so unless we don't give a blind culture and accept people like the guy Spuddy, I know the guy, I hear about the guy, and the guy is a hard down to earth man when he comes to the community, and Luby and you too. You come out of the boils of poverty. I used to see up in the mountain up there with the mother, with your father-in-law, whoever it be to you.
Right.
On the farm.
Mm-hmm.
You come out of the farming area.
Mm-hmm.
And these are the things that people who step look and listen. They're going to go to a man who pays. You hear people get $3 million. You hear people get $2 million. Who come run. If your palm man come run, take him out of a good job, take him out of a doctor work, take him out of a good job from overseas, and pay him to come run. What are you going to do for you when you win? What you think you're going to do for you when you win? Kitty, stop, look and listen, and be positive. Anyway, you all have a wonderful day. God bless.
Okay, yeah, Paula, thank you so much for that contribution. We're going to take 2 more calls. Good afternoon, caller.
Good afternoon. I just have one comment, and that is this. And this is with respect to Mr. Greer. I think he's representing the PAM party right now, and I would say this. It is not good for himself or for the party that he has a drug house established just across from a church.
Carla, we can't substantiate the claims that you're making. So I'm sorry that I had to cut that caller, but I don't...
So I talk about deflection.
I just don't even know what to say to these things. You know? Anyway, nobody may taking no more calls. I think that was the final call. Cause what?
Okay, there you go. I just talked about that a little while ago. I just spoke about that a little while ago. That's what I did. I spoke about that. They're not going to come and say, well, yeah, your policy on housing is wrong. Your policy on how to alleviate poverty in the Federation is wrong. Your policies on education is wrong. What you speak about agriculture is wrong. This is what they're going to send Shiga Kali and Gum say on the air.
Anyway, it's 3:16 here in the studios of Freedom FM, and this has been Hot Topics. Nobody, any final words for the for the listeners? Because I am still in shock. I feel like every time we have hot topics, we get some kind of hot take.
Yeah. But that's okay. I somebody just reminded me, and I heard it today. I heard that Chessie from Crossing Fort Thomas Road and Mackie is brothers and sisters.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's 2 deaths in one family?
Telling you. Yeah. So sad.
Very sad.
Very, very sad. So, and both persons has long-standing relationship in our community.
Mm-hmm.
New Road, McKnight, all over. Mackie's known all over. Chessie's known all over. And so, what I would want us to do as a community, because they would have given so much support and so much love to the community, I would like us to take a moment and
remember them.
And remember them, because they've poured out a lot to us. They've poured out a lot to us, and I would want us to be able to at least reciprocate a little bit, you know? They need it. 2 deaths in one family. They need it, so. Well, thank you everyone for listening. Those that agree and those that didn't agree, obviously. And see you all next week for another edition of Hot Topics.
Thank you so much for all of you who chose to spend your afternoon with us. And Hot Topics will, of course, continue next week, Tuesday. We'll, Nubian promised to bring some guests next week, Tuesday, so we could hear a little bit more about the camp. Until then, we say goodbye.
St. Kitts and Nevis' #1 station. Freedom FM 106.5.
Established in 1996, Island Purified Water has prided itself by providing purified bottled water in 13-ounce, 21-ounce, 1.5 liters, 5 liters, and 5-gallon sizes. Pick up a bottle or 2 or a case or 2 from retailers island-wide on St. Kitts and Nevis. Quench your thirst, refresh your body, and stay hydrated by drinking some water from the best water people today. Call us now at 466-7517, 668-7573, or visit our head office in Newton Ground, or call us on 466-6772 or 662-4653, or visit our outlet located in Westbourne, God.
Island. 2 decades, we have the best sliced bread anywhere on the island. The best butter bread, cakes and pastries, and a staff that's warmer. Island bakeries, good to the last crumb. We also have island-wide delivery buses, outlets at the industrial site Bay Road and on 4th Street, opening hours from 5 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Easy in the morning. Island bakeries, good to the last crumb. Island bakeries, good to the last crumb.
Looking for the right part to get your vehicle back on the road? Well, look no further. CarQuest Auto Parts, a proud member of the Advanced Auto Parts family, is right here in St. Kitts to serve you with access to the largest inventory of over 1 million auto parts and accessories for all the top brands. We've got what your vehicle needs, regardless of its make, year, or model. And if it's not an island, no worries, we'll order it for you. Plus, we're stocked with all sizes of vehicle tires, Solite and die-hard batteries. But that's not all. At CarQuest, we believe in value-added services. Enjoy free battery and windshield wiper installation along with hydraulic hose crimping. Visit us at the CA Paul Southwell Industrial Site. Telephone numbers 465-3533. Call or WhatsApp 662-7585. CarQuest Auto Parts. Great people, great products, great prices.
Girl, he had some animals on here killing me. They would not keep out my yard. Can't even get food from my own garden. I'm trying to save to buy some fencing, but they're very expensive and the cheaper ones won't keep the donkeys out.
You haven't heard that we have our very own fence manufacturers right here in the Federation, and their prices are better than any place else. JNF Fencing in Long Point, Nevis. Joe bought some heavy fence from them that's keeping out the big animals for the same price as other places sell that light, flimsy wire that animals just push down. Plus, they make whatever height you want, 3 to 10 feet. And you know what? Buying stuff made right here keeps the money in the Federation and boosts our economy. And listen, JNF Fencing's customer service is top-notch, girl. So call them now. The number is easy to remember, 469-4692. You got it? 469-4692. J&F Fencing in Long Point, Nevis, your local chain link manufacturer.
Hey, are you getting ready to put on your new roof? Or you're having problems with your roof right now? Well, call JR Roofing Services and they will take care of every and anything to do with roofing. Call 766-4894, 660-0877 or check them at Taylor's Housing. Need a brand new roof? They install it. Got a leak in your roof? They can fix it. They even dispose of your old roof with absolutely no cost to you. They deliver adequate service for all your roofing needs. So if you have anything to do with roofing, call JR Roofing Services today.
Fruta, taste the real Fruta, enjoy the real Fruta, refreshing juice of every day. Whoa, Fruta, drink the real Fruta, your favorite Fruta, the natural taste is Fruta.
Your favorite fruit has got a new skin with real juice within. Drink the real Fruta. Enjoy the real joy.
Taste the real Fruta, enjoy the real Fruta, refreshing juice of every day is Fruta.
Fruta, juiced right.
Get more with Quartz Ready Finance on Feel Good Days. Pick your discount with up to 30% off credit purchases, $1,999 and over, valid with 24 to 36 months accounts. Get what you need today on Feel Good Days, only at Quartz, bringing value home. Conditions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2026.
St. Kitts and Nevis, are you ready for the ultimate luxury brunch experience? Fed State KM presents Deluxe, the luxury edition, happening Saturday, September 26th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. The Deluxe Garden, Fairview Inn, performing live from Jamaica. Jashi. And making his way to St. Kitts, world-renowned DJ Shuttlebus. Also performing live, Desor, G4 Xavier, Extortion Sound, DJ Smudge, Street Vibe Sound, and more. Keeping the vibes blazing all day. Dress code, bright brunch attire. Come dressed to impress. Get your tickets now at www.fedstate.com. Occasions Flower Shop on 4th Street, Elegant Fashion on Princess Street, or Level Up Sports Bar and Grill on Happy Hill Drive, Charlestown, Nevis. The Deluxe, the luxury edition. Luxury has a new destination, and don't just hear about it. Be there.
Friday's calling, and it's calling for a Guinness. Every Friday, it's Guinness Happy Hour at Champions Bar and Last Lap, 5 p.m. to 6:30. Buy one Guinness, get one free. 2 stouts for the price of one. 1 hour and a half. Zero excuses. Guinness. Drink responsibly.
Fruta, taste the real Fruta, enjoy the real Fruta, refreshing juice of every day. Whoa, Fruta, drink the real Fruta, your favorite Fruta, the natural taste is Fruta.
Your favorite fruit has got a new skin with real juice within. Drink the real Fruta. Enjoy the real joy.
Taste the real Fruta, enjoy the real Fruta, refreshing juice of every day is Fruta.
Fruta, juiced right.
So time was running out on me. The monsoon done and I need my vehicle license. Keith say, well, why you don't go by Gardens? I said, bye, man, say nothing about me muffler or me radiator. But anyway, I went. When I reached, I said, well, Franco, man, I does the vehicle inspection. He said, yeah, boy. And with a sell car parts too, you know. I said, tall. The man walked me to the back. Yes, of course, we got mufflers and radiators. Still the experts in installing and repairing engine, suspension, and body parts. With new stock arriving weekly. Brakes, filters, belts, hoses to keep your car ready for the road. Parts for most makes. Toyota, Nissan, Honda, Ford, Hyundai, and more. The man tell me they got the largest inventory of Toyota Hilux, Hiace, Coaster parts, Noah, and Voxy. So now, if you're looking for parts, just call Gardens 465-8595. When the man tell me all that, I had to let him order some parts for my vehicle right at the spot.
Introducing Fleming's Product. Yes, Casino. Let's go. I hear it this, I hear it that. You got a new game on the block. You don't hear about it. I hear it this, I hear it that. Listen, you need to try some of that. In him, always reverse slot. Go. Check me down by reverse slot. You know here, you could win plenty cash. Trouble, hey, just check me down by reverse slot. Oh my God, jackpot. For more information, check our location. Bastille, Rosemary Lane, on Newton Gong Main Road. Contact number 668-2576. You hear me? Jackpot a come!
Established in 1996, Island Purified Water has prided itself by providing purified bottled water in 13-ounce, 21-ounce, 1.5 liters, 5 liters, and 5-gallon sizes. Pick up a bottle or two or a case or two from retailers island-wide on St. Kitts and Nevis. Quench your thirst, refresh your body, and stay hydrated by drinking some water from the best water people today. Call us now at 466-7517, 668-7573, or visit our head office in Newton Ground, or call us on 466-6772 or 662-4653, or visit our outlet located in Westbourne, God.
Setting the Sugar Island on fire. Freedom FM 106.5. Time to turn it up with Canada's best. Canada's best. Jester. The Anything Goes Mix Show is on the air.
It's on the air and it's super loud, so I want you to turn it up real loud because today it's going to be a mod day on the radio all the way live. Yours truly, Jester. Anything Goes Mix Show. Yo, Poppy.
Yeah. Show me where you got. Me use my iPhone 5 take a snap. You do the thing them boy me can't forget from me see you find me weak spot. Girl, when you wind up your body and back show me the God. Oh, you addicted to body. Pretty stiffest kind of titty God. No, you addicted to body. She back it up, down this so right, this so God. No, you addicted to body. She make me walk and park all me car God. No, God, no, yeah. Woman a page me bout her. Say she hear me can't go a day without her. A regular gal my don't star. Only hope that gal you no bring me that far. A gal a just lovely so in her comfort zone me just love me go. She know full of gas like Texaco. In her the depths of me heart she go. Yeah. Cheating me nah play that game. I you fi have my last name. If I war me have to fight fi get you. We will rise everything from speed. Can't be love when you bubble it. You bump back a toe and your body fit. And you me want tell everybody this. That I might property number that you believe. Yeah. Show me where you got. Let me use my iPhone 5 take a snap. You do the thing them where me can't forget from me see you find me weak spot. Yeah, when you wind up your body and back show me the God. Addicted to body. Pretty stiffest kind of the God. Addicted. Yo,
body catch a fire. Your body wet a wire. Shock your head a want you. Go on your neck and ride. You put the can want you. Keep up again I want you. Ball and a beg I want you. Leg on me. Your body catch a fire. You say your prayer. Ooh, give me that. Remember I the Messiah. Don't go nowhere I want you. Hold me together I want you. Ooh, give me that. Leg on me.
You always take care of yourself. Star girl, shine so well. You too rude, mommy say. You too rude, mommy say. Feel it up like food on the shelf. You always take care of yourself. Star girl, shine so well. You too rude, mommy say. You too rude, mommy say. Feel it up like food on the shelf.
Just a bun up your mouth, you a run up. All you a chat I want you. Cup on your head I want you. Mountain as so me stand up. Inna your valley life, mountain as so me stand up. Just a bun up. Me warm up your stomach. Real professional. You a know how we come up. Real professional. You a know how we come up. Hold me that want you.
Them can't stop me, no way. Them can't stop me. To the top of the bird, dog, we stay up, and we stay up. Why them want to see me drop and make them heart sustain up? Dog, we stay up, and we stay up. Them tired to see me face until them eye pain up.
It's always vibes right here on the Anything Goes Mix Show. And just like Poppy says, stay up, always, all the way up. Anything Goes Mix Show.
Them can't stop me, no way. Them can't stop me. To the top of the bird, dog, we stay up, and we stay up. Why them want to see me drop and make them heart sustain up? Dog, we stay up, and we stay up. Them tired to see me face until them eye pain up. And we stay up, now we stay up. Every day you more millions, papi a pile up. Dog, we stay up, now we stay up. Every day my money grow, so you know me can't rock. Me say, artists make we go war and everybody ready. Me say, go top the billboard, nobody no ready. So me, sister, who no now, well no met it. Man about from birth, that mean me coulda dead already. God. Very heavy. Now me have the road I drive like a damn Chevy. In my 20s, I'm rich already. Dog, we stay up, and we stay up. Why them want to see me drop and make them heart sustain up? Dog, we stay up, and we stay up. Them tired to see me face until them eye pain up. And we stay up, now we stay up. Every day you more millions, papi a pile up. Dog, we stay up, now we stay up. Every day my money grow, so you know me can't run.
Them a say me too little and I say she too big. I call me matches and I call her Fritz. Said the belly we 100 and one leg of 50, but anyway, let me tell you this. Me love my fatty. Pipe on the body. Me love my fatty. All when you need them knock. Me love my fatty. Pipe on the body. Me love my fatty. All when you need them knock it. Me say me love a fatty when look like Miss Kitty. You want see the neck or me full of top of icky. The fatty clean and pretty. Say she want carry me go New York City. Me just beat it up till it's sunny. All when me bowl too little for the naughty. Me just tip toe in them. Me tip. Me love my fatty. Pipe on the body. Me love my fatty. All when you need them knock. Me love my fatty. Pipe on the body. Me love my fatty. Oh no. In prayer.
Dog me not in a it if it now make profit. Talk about something where you benefit pocket. Work at the tactic, money at the topic. Bank book heavy like evening traffic. Money for me mind, so it a fi make. Me son just born, so train it a fi set. Me daughter a money she collect. Me butt now go burn, me a follow cigarette. Cause you a free money, me a free money. Him a free money, she a free money. Everybody free money, we a free money. But we work hard, we don't want free money. Dog we a free money, we a free money. Man a free money, she a free money. Everybody free money, we a free money. But we work hard, we don't want free money.
One stop driver, let me off. You know this how you a move too fast. Stopping at the bar by your strips and a flask. Sanitary cup, me not just last.
You're now in the mix with DJ Producer Jester. It's not a joke.
One stop driver, let me off. You know this how you a move too fast. Stopping at the bar by your strips and a flask. Sanitary cup, me not just glass. Be a gal a pass and I say them a say them want pound me in a breakfast. Style so sick on no figure fi Red Cross. Louis VT's and me Levi's dress. This is your true Bulgari eyeglass. Man a war for your body, mind, for the life last. Ride from me toll road at the bypass. And you not stop a toll boat, you a fly past. Chance time na the forecast. Take for your boy, girl quicker than fast. Come in a me classroom na the S-class. Wind up like the wind that you never exhaust. Pound a rice and pound a chicken. Pound a rice and pound a chicken. Pound a rice and pound a chicken. Love the dumpling with the chicken. Love the white rice with the chicken. Love the bread with the chicken.
You're just a true double six like Lodi. That is what you're doing with your body. I mean you're wine pretty girl, it drove me.
What did I tell you at the beginning of the show? It's going to be a mod day on the radio, Freedom FM 106.5. You already know. This is Jester.com. Follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, you name it. At This Is Jester, all right? Carter!
You're just a true double six like Lodi. That is what you're doing with your body. I mean you're wine pretty girl, it drove me. Girl, I wanna take you to a movie. You're just a true double six like Lodi. That is what you're doing with your body. I mean you're wine pretty girl, it drove me. Girl, I wanna take you to a movie.
Do the bounce fire, bounce like bounce check. Do the verb with the noun with the subject. Anything you want me happy, get you can't object. You fall in love faster than object. But she a good feel like a brownie and a straight as steel with no like a broad bean. We a small well thinner than a thinner sardine. Make man get attentive when me walk in.
You're just a true double six like Lodi. That is what you're doing with your body. I mean you're wine pretty girl, it drove me. Girl, I wanna take you to a movie. You're just a true double six like Lodi. That is what you're doing with your body. I mean you're wine pretty girl, it drove me. Girl, I wanna come in there, in my direction. Like a color, such a nice one. Turn every situation into heaven. Oh, you are my sunrise on the darkest day. Got me feeling some kind of way. Make me wanna savor every moment slowly, slowly. Let me tell them I love how you put it on. Got the only key, know how to turn it on. The way you never lie my ear, the only words I wanna hear. Baby, take it slow so we can last long. Tú eres el imán y yo soy el metal. Me voy acercando y voy a despacito. Firma las paredes de tu laberinto y hacer en tu cuerpo todo un manuscrito.
Goes Mix Show with North America's best, Chester. It's not a joke.
Honey came in and she got me red-handed, creeping with the girl next door. Picture this, we were both butt naked, banging on the bathroom door. How could I forget that I had given her an extra key? All this time she was standing there, she never took her eyes off me.
Oh, you can give the woman access to your villa. Just for fun, a weakness, all the clean on your pillar. You better watch your back before she turn into a killer. Just to do the situation that you caught up in her. To be a true player, you have to know how to play. If she say a night, convince her say a day. Never admit to a word where she say. And if she claim her, you tell her, baby, no way.
But she got me on the counter, saw me banging on the sofa. I even had her in the shower. She even caught me on camera. She saw the marks on my shoulder.